I'm Renee Rogers. We'll begin with breaking news out of Vancouver. Police there have provided an update on the tragedy that's left 11 people dead and dozens more injured. Police say the death toll could rise. They say hundreds of officers are working on the case, investigating the incident and consoling the people affected. The incident took place in an enclosed area at a high school in an area with no vehicles. Police also say the perpetrator was known to police and healthcare professionals and has had past interactions with them, but they say there's no indication of political motivation.
While I'm not prepared to speak about the potential motive, I can now say with confidence that the evidence in this case does not lead us to believe this was an act of terrorism. I can also tell you that the person we have in custody does have a significant history of interactions with police and healthcare professionals related to mental health.
For more on this, we're joined by CTV's Penny Daflos. Penny, what's the latest?
Well, Renee, as you mentioned, the death toll has risen in this case, and Vancouver police tell us that that could change once again, as there are many people still in hospital, seriously, even critically injured. We have also learned that there were children among those affected by this incident. The suspect is in custody. He's a man in his 30s from the Vancouver area. And in that clip that you heard there from the interim Vancouver police chief, you could hear that there have been multiple interactions with the healthcare system, with police for mental health issues. Now, he did not go into a lot of detail because the suspect has not been charged in this case. We're told that they are in contact with him. They have spoken with him. But a lot of the questions here today focused around safety protocols and what was the security for this particular festival. Vancouver, especially as the weather gets warm, there are so many events. Vancouver police insist they had done a risk assessment. This is the second year the Lapu Lapu Festival was taking place, and they felt that there were no big risks. And they decided that a heavy police presence and barricades, usually they're city dump trucks that are put up for events where they think that there might be issues, were not necessary in this case. Part of this festival did take place on the grounds of a high school, one of the biggest high schools in Vancouver, which is in the southern section of the city. But the food truck area, which is where this incident happened, that was on a side street, and they had determined that there was no big risk to the public, and that's why the safety assessment dictated that they weren't going to do very much in this case. So a lot of questions around that. We are expecting an update from the mayor at 2 p.m. this afternoon. He had been out of town, but he is flying back to give us an update on that. Last night, we spoke with a number of city councillors at the scene, everybody incredibly disturbed by this case. There were tens of thousands of people at this festival, including local municipal leaders, political candidates, as well as just general members of the community. So this is really hitting Vancouver hard. A lot of disbelief as to the death toll from this event, Renee.
And Penny, what kind of reaction is coming in from people in the Filipino community?
In terms of a devastation, disbelief. I mean, we're even hearing about people that are still trying to get in touch with family members. Some folks had been at the event earlier in the day. Others were going to go later. This event ended around 8 o'clock, so they were actually starting the teardown when this happened at around 8:13 last night. So, you know, who was there for the musical performance? Everyone is still trying to get in touch with family members. As those details trickle through the community, some people are met with relief, and other people are still desperately trying to get a hold of loved ones. So a lot of unease in the community, a lot of grief. There is a presser underway right now where we're expected to hear more from that community. But I can tell you just the average folks for the Filipino community, which is quite large in the Vancouver area, just a lot of disbelief and a lot of discomfort not knowing the full details of who's been impacted and exactly what happened.
All right, CTV's Penny Daflos reporting for us on this. Thank you very much for this, Penny.